Hey everyone, Matthew here. Welcome to my channel, Heroic Press, dedicated to bringing you the latest in superhero movie news and comic book investment tips. With Falcon and the Winter Soldier planning to be released before the end of the year, we are looking forward to the MCU's rendition of U.S. Agent.
And a new character entering the MCU in this series is a character named John Walker, and he's played by the great Wyatt Russell. Ladies and gentlemen, the cast of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier coming to Disney Plus.
Marvel Studios cast Wyatt Russell, a relatively unknown actor, to play John Walker. This is exciting because when Marvel casts lesser-known actors in bigger parts, it is usually an indicator of long-term plans. When they do cast huge actors in roles, like Michael Douglas as Hank Pym, or Lawrence Fishburne as Bill Foster, Black Goliath, or Jeff Goldblum as Grand Master, they usually serve very limited roles. I, for one, am glad they do this. Imagine if they cast Matt Damon as Captain America, or Leonardo DiCaprio as Doctor Strange. You would never be able to suspend your belief and take in the character because the actor is so familiar. Therefore, if I were to guess, I would say that U.S. Agent will have an MCU presence well beyond Falcon and the Winter Soldier. This character has so much potential to explore. John Walker starts off as a villain, the Super Patriot. He was trained in using his shield by Taskmaster. He was a member of the West Coast Avengers and often bumped heads with Hawkeye. At one point, he teamed up with other famous superhero derivatives, War Machine and Thunderstrike, who were all manipulated into fighting Captain America, Iron Man, and Thor. He deals with an internal struggle of balancing what the government he has sworn to serve wants him to do and what he feels is the right thing to do personally. He is stronger than Captain America, but lacks emotional control and is not as morally pure. Additionally, Marvel is publishing a 5-part U.S. Agent miniseries called American Zealot, set to come out in November, coinciding with the Falcon and the Winter Soldier release. In Comics Interview number 54, Mark Gruenwald spoke about writing on Captain America and his idea for U.S. Agent. He wanted to make a character who, quote, embodied patriotism in a way that Captain America didn't. A patriotic villain. Basically, I just wanted to do the opposite of Steve Rogers. Okay, Steve Rogers is a poor, northern urban boy, so I'll make a guy from rural, middle-class South. Cap is now old, so this guy'll be a real young up-and-comer. Cap has lofty ideals, so I'll make Super Patriot be more realistic and more pragmatic. So I put together his background and character traits by playing the opposite game. Here's an interesting or disturbing fact. When Mark Gruenwald died in 1996, his wife, at his request, had his ashes mixed in with the ink used for the first printing of Squadron Supreme, the 1997 trade paperback that collected Squadron Supreme 1 through 12 from 1985, one of his best-known works. This historical oddity is recorded on Ripley's Believe It or Not website. It's cool that Sam Wilson takes up the moniker officially as Captain America. Sam is morally akin to Steve Rogers, and maybe he will be the conscience of the Disney Plus show. Perhaps Sam's grounded perspective will be used to provide commentary on John Walker's more extreme methods. This could highlight their differences and distinguish what the real Captain America would have done in such and such situation. Sam Wilson, however, does not have the Super Soldier Serum. U.S. Agent is a much more comparable character to Steve Rogers as far as abilities go. And I am super happy that with Cap's departure in Endgame, Marvel Studios can still continue on with a Captain America-like character.
The serum amplifies everything that is inside, so good becomes great, bad becomes worse.
I am looking forward to how they draw out the contrast between the two characters, as Steve Rogers was originally selected to receive the Super Soldier Serum due to the character he had, whereas John Walker would have failed that test. The serum is supposed to amplify what is already inside the man, so Marvel Studios can explore what happens when someone who should not have gotten the serum is endowed with those powers. Captain America 321 was a best-selling issue due to its cover showing Cap busting caps wielding a firearm. Writer Mark Gruenwald said that they received a lot of fan mail wanting Cap to be depicted more like an anti-hero. These fans wanted a new Cap, more akin to Punisher or Wolverine. Grunwald reasoned this would be inconsistent with Steve Rogers' principles and was not the direction to take the character in. Instead, he created a separate character that would satisfy fans and provide a juxtaposition between the two characters. John Walker, later U.S. agent, was that character, and he was intended to ultimately highlight who Captain America is by showing who he is not. U.S. agent is not a villain. He is a hero with some big character flaws. However you may feel about Steve Ditko's Mr. A philosophy of a hero needing to be pure, one cannot deny that a character that struggles with moral issues makes for interesting storytelling. I am very much looking forward to how the MCU explores this character, starting with the Falcon and Winter Soldier later this year, particularly in exploring this character's view of what constitutes patriotism versus Cap's at the same time we are having an election. I trust that Marvel Studios will be fair and not heavy-handed one way or another. In other words, I trust they will not portray Sam Wilson as a far-left Democrat and John Walker as a far-right Republican. Or at least if they happen to lean that way, I'd hope they can manage to show the strengths and weaknesses of each and not turn it into a metaphor of Biden versus Trump. Here are the key issues to invest in if you believe this character has the potential to be a breakout star as I do. Captain America 323. This issue has the first appearance of John Walker, where he is introduced as the Super Patriot and begins challenging Captain America. The fair market value of this book in 9.8 is at $170, with a fairly wide range of prices as high as $300 last October to as low as $124. Captain America 333. This issue features John Walker taking the helm as Captain America. He holds this title from number 333 to 350. That is 17 issues where he is at the helm as the title's namesake. 9.8s have a fair market value of $160, with a high in January of $250. Captain America 354. This issue is where John Walker takes on his new and lasting persona as U.S. agent. This book has a fair market value of $280 in 9.8. This is greater than John Walker's first appearance in Cap 323. The usual pattern seems to be the character's first appearance is the more preferred over the donning of their superhero moniker if the two are separate. For example, James Rhodes in Iron Man 118 is preferred to War Machine in Iron Man 282. I suppose in this case, these issues are close enough together that the U.S. agent first appearance beats the John Walker first appearance. We'll see as time goes on, but as of now, the market prefers this one. On the other hand, if you can get Captain America 323 in 9.8 for around $150 and U.S. Agent breaks out, then 323 may see numbers similar to issue 354 when that one goes up. The CGC census for all of these books is pretty sparse. There are obviously way more high-grade copies than the CGC census indicates. The census probably is where it is because no one foresaw the potential value in this character before. Captain America 323 and 354 are most likely the ones to see the most movement in the near future, though it may not matter if there are 2,000 more 9.8s of each. Yes, these are copper-aged books, but Cable, Deadpool, and Gambit are some examples of what is possible if a character becomes sought after. Do you guys see similar potential in U.S. Agent? Let me know in the comments below. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.